Farmers in India celebrate as the government backs down on controversial agriculture reforms. The surprise U-turn comes after more than a year of protests. Amitendu Palit, a senior research fellow at the National University of Singapore, tells us how much the government's concession has to do with winning over voters in the coming elections.
If one looks at the character of the protests, which has been going on the borders of the capital city of Delhi in India for several months now. Most of the protesters actually from the state of Punjab. And it is not just Punjab, but it is this whole belt which is called India's agrarian belt insofar as the western part of the state of UP and the states of Punjab and Haryana are concerned. And that is precisely where the farmers are very deeply entrenched into the political economy of the states, so much so that farmers, to a very large extent, decide upon the agendas for the elections, in the sense that farmers' issues dominate the electoral agendas in this state. And for the government as such, it was actually becoming a fairly big burden to bear, because despite repeated attempts to get the farmers to back off from the protests, and despite more than 10 rounds of talks having taken to that effect with the representatives of farmers, the farmers, actually the agitating farmers, refused to back down. So ultimately, I suppose, with the elections around the corner, the government hesitated to let this emerge into an even bigger political hot potato than what it has at this point in time.